Hello friends, welcome back to Suryaa Chess. Sorry for the small interruption. There was a heavy rain and power cut suddenly there was, and due to which stream got interrupted. I think so now it's working fine over there. You could please see if it's working fine. Mm, so I think so it's working fine because I can see it's excellent connection over there. Let's come back onto the game, and I think you're able to see my screen, and let's see where we were. Close this. Let us quickly flip the board. So I think here we stopped, and now the idea is to just come onto the e7 or onto the c7 where to defend this pawn now, because this rook is hitting the pawn, and Harika went onto the e7, and now the rook queen goes on to the g3, followed by knight comes onto the d5, where there is no double threat. If there most likely chances to come onto the pawn over there, or bishop joins over there to the party, and this may capture. For that, now rooks can come here to support the pawn. Now this is what the target questioning is going to do. So guys, those who don't know or who are watching the video first, watching the stream now, we're going to cover up the matches of questioning. So if you don't know, let me just show you the questioning. She is a Russia. This is the Russia flag. Yeah, this is the Russian grandmaster, and she is already a GM as well as a top blocker, as well as she is a streamer. And let's go on to the Harika's profile. Those who don't know, Harika is also one of the top players. She's a GM, and she's a phenomenal, and she's also very good in the online chess. So let's quickly close this and continue the game. So far we have covered 1 or 2 games in the last video. You can go and later on watch, and I can give you the link into the description. And let's see what is the next idea now. Okay, now the pawn push further over there. Now there is a discussion coming, but this bishop is going to develop onto the b2, and this knight can support, and later on rook comes over here to support the bishop over here. Guys, let me know in the comments, and if I'm talking too fast, or if I'm not able to recall it, just tell me. Okay, pawn pushed onto the h5, so this is weakening the king, or maybe the idea is to go onto the king onto the h7, and followed by rook comes over onto the h8. Okay. Oh, that is a nice idea of coming onto the a3, where now this pawn is double attack. You need to defend, so you need to either develop this rook onto the d8, or this rook onto this. Let's see. Okay, so she has developed the f1 f8 to the d8 square. So pawn push further, where the idea is to make some square for the king, and there should be no back rank mates. Further pawn has been pushed, and queen went on to the e3. Another pawn push. So Harika is take too much risk of this is normally not getting played. When your king is developed or castled short side, and you're pushing the pawns further, this is weakening. Now the king is getting opened up, but as far as you have this bishop onto the g7, black square bishop, dark square bishop is useful, or it's a safety of your king. It's covering most of the squares, and king can go like this. So okay, knight jumps back, rook, because there was attack onto the rook, so she has to save the rook. where the idea of rook onto the d7 is, you are going to double up the pawn here, and later on pawn push cannot be possible. But yeah, if this pawn push further, or this pawn, you cannot push further because this is hitting your queen. So let's see the ideas. Okay, Kostanik also going for double up the rooks. Let's see. Oh, that is nice that she developed onto the uh, e8 square. Queen goes back. Bishop develops onto the e5. Pawn push. Pawn cannot be captured. So there is an exchange happen, and now the attack onto the queen. Queen has to be careful, and now there is a pawn push where now you are hitting the queen and you need to capture. But I think this is a pawn, because now capture, or capture, you can capture, and there is a pawn loss. Let's see. But she didn't went for it. Rather than that, she just captured. And now she is having very good setup of these pawns, and rooks are active. This bishop is active. You cannot kick off. You can kick off because this rook is there, but that is not good position. King goes on to the h7. Nice idea. Okay, this has happened onto the board. Okay, now this pawn is hitted, so you need to push the pawn further to support. Yeah, this has happened. Doubled up rooks over there. Pawn push further. Now the strengthening this pawn as well as ready to push the pawns further with some attacks are coming over there. So maybe first push further and then open up with this rook also. Let's see. Yeah, he has stopped the idea and captured. And now bishop comes over there. So which is a nice idea of exchanging the rooks. So it did happen in the game. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Oh, okay. This is very much interesting position now to see. On further push. Captures. Okay. I think Harika is ready to give up the exchange or what? Okay. Now this is cut off now. This rook rook cannot come here because of the bishop. So this pawn has to be what we say. Now this pawn no more can be supported. Okay. Pin over there. Oh, what a tactic she played. Okay, those who don't know why Harika went for capture is because of the dark square bishop, and this is simply okay. She did not capture even, other than given up the pawn, and there is a check. Okay, and now this is winning. So nice to see that Harika has played some good tactics over here, and let's see. Let's move on to the next game. I think this one only we watched. Let's go to this game. Let's flip the board. So this is also 3+. So Harika was not good in the 5-minute segment. If you see, the first game was having the result towards Kostanik. Kostanik has won the first game. Second game was the draw. Third game was the draw. And fourth game, Kostanik won. So this was a very nice game which I want to show you, where there was a completely blocked position, but later on Kostanik has converted the position to winning position, and there was nothing can be done. Let me show you the quickly game. So the game has started with the French defense. And this is the pretty normal stuff that now this pawn is getting pushed further. Later on, you are pushing the pawn further. Knight can either go back or jump to the original position and then develop back onto the e7. So okay, this has happened in the game, and later on in the French defense, mostly you are pushing the pawn further to break the center. Okay. I thought that it's not a good idea of coming back. Maybe you can give up the bishop, but there is no damage, so there is no compensation for your bishop. Okay, this is nice idea of developing the bishops. So she has started with the both the sides bishops with the PN chateau. Oh, what is the idea of this knight coming back to the original position? I don't understand it. Okay. This is nice that now in the first attempt itself on the development you are exchanging and you are getting your piece developed. Now the next idea is to push the pawn further, capture. You have 3 times support with knights, and then this knight can jump in over here and later on reroute. Okay, supported the knight because this queen is hitting, so queen need to support it. You cannot go anywhere. There are no squares for this knight. The knight jumps onto the g5. Let's see. This is very weird kind of setup now, Harika, that this bishop is played first time, now again coming back by undefended and again developing here rather than developing onto the g7, where the idea is, I don't know, maybe she's going to capture over. Okay, Kostanik has striked onto the queen side, asking whether you wanna go after the pawn push. You need to go back. So to stop this, you need to push further, and later on she may push another pawn further, but this will be hanging, so she cannot push pawn further. Yeah, this has happened to stop the idea of coming onto the b5. Queen comes over there, and the idea is to sack the bishop, knight over here, and we will come back with this, and later on this pawn can push further, capture here. Then later on some ideas of coming this rook center into the game. Okay, knight saved. Now you are asking for the queen exchange. Yeah, I was here. I was watching this live stream with Astro to the Sagar sir, where very nice setup. And here it's completely block position, and Kostanik went back. So I think so Harika should have went for the queen exchange, where there will be double pawn, and later on she could strike onto the center where it captures, and then there will be capture by knight or this bishop, where you will be getting a huge advantage. But that did not happen in the game. Actually, she has not played that move. Rather than that, she came here to support this pawn because king wanted to go somewhere else, or what that was the idea. Then the capture happens. Knight comes immediately. The idea is to stop, and now you have this bishop also guarding the c5 square. So that cannot be possible. So let's see. Rook comes onto the c8. Rook goes to the b1. Not supporting the pawn, later on come back and push pawn further. So knight goes back, doubled up the rooks, and later on there was a few moves of things she just captured, and she got the open file for this rook, but she cannot do anything. And later on this rook was a very bad rook, you can say. We can see that position. King is trying to come outside over there, and here there was double move because king come here and then knight jump center, where this pawn is hanging, this need to defend. So you either develop the knight or to support this, and then later on let's quickly see. So this was happened. Now they need to defend. So this is weird kind of setup now. King is overloaded, and this rook, see this rook cannot do anything. So, and here she's tried to open up the position, and Here she got the open up position. Now this knight is hanging. This need to support. If you come over there, she just come back to attack this rook. And there are some tactics coming over there with pawn captures over here with some ideas. So that has happened in the game. Let's see. Here there is a check, and this is discovers attack. Now this rook is hanging, and this rook is getting discover attack by this knight. How can that possible? Simply capture, and she needs to capture the bishop. The knight, and then it was just the few moves of matter, and here she just resigned because there is nothing can happen with the double up rooks, and the position has completely collapsed. And later on just come over here after this rook exchange and then win this pawn, followed by winning this pawn. Let's quickly capture. You cannot save the you cannot go like that. So if you just come here, you cannot even defend this pawn. So simply this pawn is getting captured, and there is nothing to play or defend. So that's why she resigned. So that's what happened in the game. Later on, this game was draw in the 5-minute segment. Then later on, move on to the another game which has happened. That has also a draw. That has also a draw. So this is again a 5-minute segment where questioning on the game. Let's see the next game. I think this game we analyzed because after this she has owned the queen in the discover attack, and here there is nothing because king has to go here, and now the check is coming. Then you are winning this as well as this is hanging, and there is nothing. Now the next idea is rather than you need to capture it first, and then just rook is coming, and there is exchange happen, and then later on just a few move matters, and you are going to win it. Another game, it's a 3-minute segment. It was a draw. Let's move on to the game where this game we already analyzed where it has just queen blunder. So that was a very much big queen blunder happen. And let's go on to the next game. This game also we analyzed where there was some quick tactics done, gave up the position and the pieces, and to win the further stuff. So let's go to the next game. Okay, this looks interesting. Let's see. Let's see. The game started with the e4, knight onto the c6. Then this is Ninjovich defense declined. That's not the position suggested by the chess.com. Now this is converted to some defense stuff, or it's unclear position. Okay, we can go for the quickly check. So this is what the position, opening position, where this is what the opening position. Let's come back to the game. So the development has happened, and pawn capture, where you are getting now this bishop can develop onto the b7. And and this can be targeted later on. Maybe you can push further and target, so there will be the pawn push, captures, captures, captures. So this square need to be defended. Okay, she has striked. Oh no, what is this now? One more attacker comes onto the game. Yeah, now this has been defended as we said and we discussed. So in the normally, once you have developed, the main idea of any chess player is to find out the weakness onto the opponent's position and attack towards the position, and then later on win some material or maybe some few pawns, because a single pawn also is a matter in the end game. We have seen that. So yeah, this we have seen the position, and after capturing this, she cannot capture the knight over there because the queen is hanging and the rook is hanging. So the knight comes back, and there is a long castle happen over there. So knight jumps, where the idea is to capture the bishop or maybe the pawn later on, some attacks, or this pawn is also hanging now, but that has not been captured. This is the benefit of pin, you cannot capture. And the knight exchange, and there is a pawn loss situation, and now you cannot defend this pawn, or you can defend, you can go back and defend, but this knight is there. You can capture back like this. Okay, there is a pawn push further. Rooks come into the picture onto the rook a8 to the c8, where there is a double attack, where there is a mate. Now you need to defend. So let's see. This cannot be possible now, to capture, because this is mate. Let's see. Check has been given. Captures, and that did not capture even, and now captured, where there is a double attack coming. Pawn capture. This pawn is hanging. This pawn needs to support. The rook can come back to support. There is a check. Bishop comes over there. Very nicely played. Okay, what is the tactic? You cannot capture this. Can anyone tell me why? Let me see. Weavers. Okay. Stream is going on for. Okay. I'll close the stream quickly now. It's going too late for me as well. So let's quickly check out why. Because if you capture over here, there is a mate onto the e1, where the king cannot go, because this square and this square is supported or guarded. That's the back right mate, we can say. And there is a check. Still you cannot capture, and now you can capture. Now, okay, this is very nice position to see. Some shuffling of pieces, checks, captures, and then let's see how the game has converted. I think they are going for the draw. Check coming. Okay, now you are 2 pawn up. So here I am just trying to move the pieces. Later on, I'll see the interesting games, and I'll definitely make a separate video with the deep analysis. What is the idea of giving up the rook over here? Because there is no way to stop or defend. Okay. This is very nice of, the power of bishop comes into the picture when you have supported pawns versus rook, because you cannot stop this queen and you cannot capture the bishop because this is defended. That is how the power of bishop, you can say. Okay, let's move on to the games. Eight we have covered. Okay, so Harika won back-to-back matches. This is very interesting that she has won the. Let me see this opening. Okay, not here. After a few moves, we will check. This opening she has played most today, and I'm definitely going to try this position. No, this is very much interesting position where you are developing the bishop's two sides. Check, you cannot capture the queen. Lot of shuffling, and there is a castling. Okay, queen exchange on the board. Knight jumps in, and now this is hitting 2 times. You are giving up the pawn as well. I think I have seen this game. Harika has converted very well. Let's quickly see the end game. Okay, so here I thought that if you see the position, it is just a draw position at the moment. It is suggesting by engine. There is nothing can be done over here, and she just moved some pieces or shuffling and shuffling something. Later on, it's nothing now. The king cannot go either these ways because it's blocked now. The rooks comes over there, and here in this position, I don't understand why she has pushed the pawn further, or she lost the patience. There was 1 minute left and given up the pawn. Thought to convert the position, but that has not happened in the game. There was some tactics coming over here, to promote the queen. You cannot come here, so you need to come back and go like this, or push the pawn further and go. But that is not possible. That will be the blunder, because if you capture this in strength and you cannot stop this, if you come over here to capture this and if you capture the pawn, this pawn is getting promoted. So Harika played very well here, 3 versus 2 pawns, and there is nothing can happen over here. And here at this position she has resigned, because the idea is if you capture, if you go also, I'll go here, capture, and later on if you come over here, I'll come here, there. If you come over there, I'll come over there. If you come over there, I'll come over there. If you come over there, I'll push. If you come over there, I'll push. If you come over there, I'll push. And there is nothing. So this is a great win for Harika, back-to-back wins. Then later on, few draws are there. This is also a draw. This is also a draw. This has been won by questioning. I think I have seen that bullets has started with the draws only. And I wanna show you the position where 16, and yeah. And these are all bullet games. So at this position, I think so. Yeah, this game. This was the very interesting game, this was the last game. There were, I think, 1 minute 15 seconds left, and the game can be played because the clock is there, so 30-minute clock there for the bullet, and that time the game has started. And in this position, Kostanek leading by 1 point and Harika behind the points, and she needs to win this game in order to equalize, and then later on this is going to be the tie, and that has happened. And this is very interesting position, which I was also it's a hard beating for me also. So let me quickly show you the lines which has happened, and in the end Harika played very very well. So I'll simply go to the position where the game has started. Interesting one. So Harika, I think, won the exchange. Let's see. Yeah, here she won the exchange because there was a fork, and she has to Kostanek has to give up the rook over here, and then it's just like a good position for Harika, and she has tried to convert the position very nicely, and at one point it was a very bad situation. So here, if all the exchanges have happened, then that will be the good for Harika only, but that has not happened. There were some shuffling of pieces, and later on here the exchange happened. So we were very happy that now the game has she has means exchanged the queens, and this is going to be the winning position with the exchange up, and then there will be some tie matches there. So let's see the game, how the game has converted. So here she blundered one pawn here, not blunder we can say, but she's going to capture over here, and later on she's going to win the pawn. But things are started here because this pawn is now getting promoted over here, and this rook need to defend this square, so c1 square. That's what happened in the game, and here she was losing. She has to defend the position where here we said that why she has not captured, because she would have captured, then there will be king coming, and there will be the draw, but she don't want it to draw, because if the draw is there, she is losing completely, because half point will not be give her the title. So she just come back, and king went onto the f5, where this is very nice idea of capturing the pawns and go for the promotion. That's what happened in the game. Knight jumps in, and knight has stopped the control of rook. Kings come in, king started entering. This was a very nice tactic by if you see the bar also don't like it, and we were very happy of watching this, that she has. Okay, we thought that here that there is a draw or what, but the queen is coming onto the board, and later on it's just a few moves, and she has given up all the things, and later on there was another queen on the board. Here she gave up the queen and promoted another queen, and here Kostanek resigns, and that's how the tie happened over there with the 12.5, and then there were two draws, 13.5, 13.5. Then there are the two games which back to back Harika won. So let's go on to the last game, and then we'll close the stream for today. The game has started at the e4. Let's see what is the opening this. I am seeing a lot of new openings today. So let's quickly see the game, how the game has converted. Now I'm not taking too much time of yours. So, rerouting and all. Okay, let me just flip the boards. Yeah, sorry. Harika is believing in all the Fianchetto setups. Most of the games I've seen with the Fianchetto setup. So yeah, I was watching this game when here we were just thinking to push one further, and later on just kick off this knight. Knight don't have squares now support over there, and there are some reroutes happen and some exchanges. She was ready for draw also because she need only one half point for winning. Later on there was queen exchange happened, and this is idea of put some pressure with the pawn push, and there at the end I'll show you what has happened and how questioning resigns. Harika was playing very nicely, I would say. Captures, she's given the pawn and won another pawn. Here, any normal player would go for capturing the pawn and then later on push the pawns further. But she was just giving checks, only checks. And the idea is those. I'll give a couple of seconds if you can spot the move. After this check happened, and that was the big blunder happened onto the game. So normally knights are very tricky, we already told, and that was the check, and she has resigned the game because there is nothing, she cannot come back, and that is the discover attack again, and she is going to the rook down. Knight just come back, and there is nothing. If you capture also, I'll capture. Now your knight is hanging, you need to go back. I'll win another pawn. This pawn is hanging, this pawn is hanging. Cannot do anything. There is nothing. So that's the victory for Harika, and very nicely she won. So let me show you the results. Let's go to the standings. Let's see. In here only we have the standings or the position. Okay, so I think it's visible perfectly on the board. Yeah. All right then, guys. I'm stopping the stream for today. It's too late for me as well. Do let me know in the comments, guys, if you like the video, and if you see Humpy's game. So Humpy on the 7.5. Yeah, here is the results where Harika won. Let me just show you before closing. And this was the final total 14.5, and it was very proud feel for us that Harika won over there. It's very nice. So let me know in the let me know in the comments, guys, if you like the stream, and for any comments you want, or any videos you want me to make. I'll definitely make the videos. So thank you so much. Have a nice good night. Just I can say we'll meet tomorrow soon. Chalo, bye bye.